Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Wow. This is an incredible, incredible gathering. Look at the sea of blue that we have here today. This is fantastic. Thank you all so much for being here. It is a great day, and we can just feel the game day excitement here in the space. My name is Mary Duval, and I am the Vice President for Development here at Luther. It is so fun to have so many people here, so many students, faculty, staff, current regents, emeriti regents, alumni, community members here with us today, both in person, and we have a ton of people joining us on live stream. I want to extend an extra special welcome to a few key individuals. We have some members of our current Board of Regents here with us today. We have Mark Larson, Pete Espinosa, and Willie Davis McKinney. We have a few members of our Regents Center campaign committee here with us today. Mark Lovelace, Mike Voltmer, and Jeff Ollinger. And we're also joined by the Mayor of Decorah, Lorraine Borowski. Please join me in welcoming these folks. Now, I know you are all wondering, why are we gathered here today? What is the hype on this Monday morning after Thanksgiving? Well, we have an exciting announcement to share with you today, and we're so glad that you're here to not miss it. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce President Jennifer K. Ward.
Thanks, Mary, and good morning, everyone. When I began my presidency at Luther College in 2019, one of the first visits I made was to see Mike Gerdin in North Liberty, Iowa. Mike, who's joining me on stage today, is a 1992 Luther alum who serves as chairman and CEO of Heartland Express, one of the largest truckload transportation companies in North America. And yet, as large as it is, Heartland's headquarters and my conversations with Mike over the last few years tell the story of a close workforce that is shaped by longevity and loyalty, and a company culture marked by care. Display cases of awards won for service to their clients year after year after year. A huge wall of photos of drivers that have been with the company for decades. An attention to details about the terminals Heartland outfits with comfortable spaces for their drivers to rest and rejuvenate. Because for Mike and Heartland, committed drivers are key to the success of their company. When Mike was a student at Luther, his campus job was in Preuss Library. He was the closer at the end of the night, and he told me how he would sweep from the top, clearing everyone out and securing the space, then doing the bottom floor, and finally the main floor. I thought about that the other day when I was at Heartland's headquarters and observed the many employees in the command center, monitoring and altering routes, sweeping the country and moving goods from one corner of the U.S. to the other. Who says campus jobs can't come in handy for developing the skills needed to lead a transcontinental transportation and logistics company many times the size and complexity of Preuss Library? And as a former member of the Norse men's basketball team, practicing and competing on this very court, soon to be named the Berkestrand Family Court, Mike learned firsthand the impact of the Division III student-athlete experience, how to develop discipline, work as part of a team, collaborate with people different from himself toward a common aim, persist through adversity, all while practicing patience, time management, strategy, and responsibility. These experiences are often foundational for Luther students and better prepare them for success in life and career while also fostering lifelong relationships with fellow teammates. Today, it's my absolute joy and distinct privilege to announce the largest single gift to Luther College in our history. Mike and his wife, Nicole, along with the Gerdin Charitable Foundation, a family foundation that includes his mother, Ann, and two sisters, Julie Durr and Angela Jansen, are committing a lead gift toward the renovation of the Regents Center, which will be renamed as the Gerdin Fieldhouse for Athletics and Wellness. This historic gift is for $10 million. This transformational commitment to the college is an investment in both its people and the place. While the Regents Center is home to many Norris athletic teams as a training and competition venue, it is also heavily utilized by students, faculty, staff, and community members for recreation and wellness. As many of you know, Luther is in the early stages of fundraising for a major renovation of Regents that includes reconfiguration of this existing gym to an arena-style venue, a full renovation of team locker rooms, the creation of more gathering and study spaces, and the addition of air conditioning. I thought you'd like that. Making the Gerdin Fieldhouse a year-round destination for practice, recreation, wellness, camps, and competitions. This extraordinary investment by the Gerdins will literally be game-changing for Luther College, not to mention contributing to the vitality of our town, Decorah, Winneshiek County, and Northeast Iowa. With the utmost gratitude, I want to invite Mike to come up and share a few words about what motivates this incredible gift. Mike?
Thank you. Thank you. So, when I was about in third and fourth grade, I made a decision that I wanted to play college basketball. And I loved basketball. And I started going to camps when I was in fourth grade. Went to the Iowa camp, went to Upper Iowa camp. I went to lots of camps all around, the state of Iowa. Went every year, sometimes once a year, sometimes twice a year. And my junior year, I came to Decorah. And my coach, who is still coaching today, if many of you follow college basketball at that point, was Greg McDermott, who was the coach at UNI, Iowa State, and now is currently the coach at Creighton. Had a great experience. I came back the next year, and I played for a coach whose name was Chris Fadness, who many of you probably know and has become a legend here in this part of the world as a high school basketball coach. Those two guys had a lot of pull on me when I played here to begin with. You know, here's a couple of guys that were with me for like 5 days each out of their lives, but had a tremendous impact on coming to Luther. So I wanted to do two things. I wanted to play college basketball, and I wanted to go to a place that had a good business college, right? And so as I kept going down the path of where was I going to go to college, I kept coming back to Luther. And always heard good things from other people. As a matter of fact, I was on the airplane with a guy after I graduated, I think a couple weeks after I graduated, and he said, well, where are you going to college? And I said, well, I'm thinking about Luther. And he happened to be a Luther grad. And we had a really good conversation. I don't even remember the guy's name, right? But he wrote me a letter of recommendation, and he sold me on Luther. And so I came here to play basketball, and I get here, and there are 27 freshman basketball players along with me, right? And it was a dogfight from day one, right? And it was a blast. And I met so many guys, and I met so many people. Some stayed out for basketball, some didn't. We ended up with 6 guys that ended up going the whole way through our senior year. My last year, this guy right here was my coach my senior year, and he coached for 15 years. He probably doesn't remember all of us and all of the stuff we put him through, but he was certainly a breath of fresh air for us, and we all enjoyed him very much, and glad he was our coach for my senior year. So that's why I came here. I came back a couple months ago, a year ago or 2 years ago, and I walked out onto this floor, and I'm like, that's the same floor I played on, right there. This is the same gym I played in. I've been graduated for 30 years. This place was old when I came here to begin with, and I told President Ward that it's time. It's time for Luther to upgrade. And so we started talking about the gift and what it could mean to all sports and the community of Decorah, and made the decision to go ahead and do it. So that's what brought me to Luther. And then I just wanted to give a shout out to some of my professors that may be here, may not be here. I came here for business. I ran into the gauntlet, is what I call it. Mark Lund, Keith Christensen, Rich Leak, Uwe Rudolph, let's see, 4 or 5 other ones that are slipping my mind. Don Evenson was in there. And those guys put me through my test. And I thought it was tough, and then I got to Tim Schweitzer. Schweitzer, are you here? He's not. He's already heard this story. But it's a story that, I think is important to everyone. And one of the things that I always try to do is I always try to do my best. And I always try to give it 100% every single day. And I always try to have a great attitude, right? And I needed those things to get through Schweitzer's class, right? And he gave me the best grade that I ever got at Luther College. And it was a D. And it was the best grade that I ever got because I had to work my tail off to get through his class. And I don't know if it was because I had the right attitude and I worked hard and I did my best, or if I just threw one heck of a Hail Mary on my final and got through there. But I was so glad to see that D that I remembered like it was yesterday. And he still stops by and he sees me at Heartland every now and then. We were at a wedding together this past year, and I just thank him for pushing me and making me work. And hard work goes a long ways. And so it's enabled me and my family to give back to Luther for all it's given to me. And I thank each and every one of you. Go Norse.
First time I've ever used the mic in this gym. Wow, what a big win. There have been a lot of big wins in this gym. This certainly is one of the biggest. Big wins transform teams and goals. And Mike, this generous gift from you and your family will do just that. My name is Jeff Olinger. I'm a proud Luther grad that was blessed to be part of North Athletics, both as a basketball player and former basketball coach. I'm also a current member of the Decorah community, a former brother in the ESO fraternity that Mike was also a member of, and a volunteer on the Regents Center Renovation Campaign Committee. On behalf of all Luther alumni and the Decorah community, I want to extend a thanks to Mike and his family for this incredible investment they've made in Luther College. Over 30 years ago, I was a first-year basketball coach, and Mike, you were a senior on that team, as you mentioned. I remember I asked the veterans to give me names of potential teammates to be team captains. Had them fill out a nomination form and anonymously put it in the mail. I was surprised when I never received a nomination form from you, Mike. I respected Mike a lot in his judgment and his opinion, so I called him up and I said, Mike, I didn't receive a nomination for team captain from you. Your response was, Coach, I think I'd be the best captain, but I didn't want to nominate myself. Mike, your humble leadership is represented in this gift to Luther College today. Thank you for being a Norse captain today to make this project possible. The name that Mike has chosen for this space is a fitting one. The space was originally known as the Field House for some 60 years. The Gerdin family's generous gift will enable the college to renovate these spaces in a manner that truly reflects the excellence of this institution and supports the competitive ambitions of all of our programs. What an exciting day to be a Norse. Thank you, Mike, and your family.
Good morning. I'm Renee Hartle. I'm the Director of Athletics. What an amazing month it's been. We started November by announcing a significant gift to name the Berkestrand Family Court. Is that better? And then a few weeks ago, we had our 4th annual One Team Day, where a record-setting number of friends, families, and proud alums gave to Luther Athletics. And then today's announcement by Mike and his family to name the Gerdin Fieldhouse becomes the largest single gift in college history. Mike, this is so incredibly exciting for all of us. And we're beyond grateful to you and your family for believing in us in this special place. Luther students are at the heart of all we do, and these gifts are really about these guys sitting in the bleachers and future Norse students. Our campus becomes their home for 4 years, and we work hard to provide an environment where we exercise our minds in classes and labs, and we push and exercise our bodies for a strong tradition of NCAA Division III athletics and overall wellness. As President Ward shared, we're planning a major renovation of the Regents Center, and thanks to the generosity of the Gerdin family and our other supporters, we are well on our way to turning a dream into reality. Mike, thank you for making this happen. Go Norse.
With this generous investment, we're now 60% of the way toward the goal of this first major project in our campus master plan. We're so grateful for the wonderful momentum and for this vote of confidence in our very institution. And as a community of faith and learning, we often end our events with a blessing, and how absolutely blessed we have been today. So now I'd invite Pastor Melissa Bills up to send us forth with renewed optimism for the future of our college. Yeah.
We have just come off of this week of Thanksgiving, and there is so much to be thankful for. We are thankful for the wonder of creation, even the ice and the snow. We are grateful for the rhythm of the changing of seasons and for holy time. We are grateful for provision in our times of need, for blessings of home and harvest. We are grateful for God, our Creator, who keeps us and all things in his care. As we give thanks for all of these blessings of life, especially today, we give thanks for this offering of such immense generosity. We give thanks for the way that this is an expression of love and loyalty to this college and its students, for this sign of investment and hope into this place's future. So may this generosity given today inspire us to live more generously in our world. May this gift for our future remind us to live with hope in our world. May the joy of this group assembled here today in person and online remind us of the beauty of community. May we go forth this day to love and to serve with glad and generous hearts in the name of God, who is our Creator and Redeemer and Sustainer. Amen.
Mike, please know that we are both energized and humbled by this amazing gift. You inspire each of us in our own ways to do what we can to make Luther a better place. In your words, Mike, it is time. It is time for Luther. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you again. And I know class is going to start in a few minutes, but we have one more thing to do. So here in the Regents Center, when we get pretty fired up about something, we like to show some Luther pride, and we like to make some joyful noise. I know you all know what's coming. And so to show just how excited we are, I'd like to invite forward Coach Bob Naisland and a few members of our current coaching staff to lead us in the LU cheer. Are you ready? All right, crank her up, Coach. Crank her up.
I've got one more thing here for President Ward. I've got one more thing here for President Ward. There's your check.
Thank you.
Go North!